We are back here live now, and flowers can brighten up any occasion, but not just any flowers. Floral designers are really stepping things up a notch, and we have one local woman who is doing just that. So I want to welcome into our show Taylor Wilmot, owner of TQW Design. Taylor, thanks for brightening up our morning here. How are you?
Hi. Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so what is the difference between a florist and a floral designer?
In my definition, I would say that a florist is more of like assembly line, cookie cutter. You copy the same thing over and over again. You would see this on like websites, Teleflora, things like that. A floral designer designs from within. The design comes from their head. It's made up more or less. That's the creative portion of it. And I would say that you connect more with the decor on the event than if you were to just, be a florist.
How did you get involved in floral design, and how would you describe your style?
So my mother was a florist for 40 years. I'm going to be 35, so I've been around it since inception. It wasn't something I always was about or liked. That was until I took a workshop by Mandy Ogaz in 2018, and she showed me, as well as the other women that were there, just a totally different way to connect to flowers and to design. And I would say I do mainly like boho.
Boho's kind of your style. So when it comes to events, what would you say is maybe a common misconception about flowers?
So I would say that people don't think that they are that important. And usually when somebody says that, or I get the feeling of that, I basically ask, what is most photographed besides the people at your event? And that's going to be the decor and the florals. And so I would say that they're actually very important if they're going to be in over 90% of your photos.
What would you say that you're most proud of as a floral designer?
That would be, besides being published, I was asked to design a local photographer. She actually moved to North Carolina, to design her wedding bouquet. And it's one of the photos. And that was just very special to me because she's one of the reasons I create.
How small scale and how big do you do orders for? Like, what are the occasions that people would reach out to you to place orders?
So the smallest thing I've done is like a wristlet or a flower crown. And the largest thing I've done is like a 45 table party. So like 450 guests.
Yeah, so you can do both big and small. What's the best way that people could reach out to you and place some orders?
That would definitely just be like social media, Instagram specifically. I have all of them, but that's the one that I'm on mainly.
Perfect. Well, Taylor, I just want to thank you so much for joining us and showing all of your beautiful floral designs. We were showcasing them, of course, throughout the segment, so they look gorgeous. But thank you for joining us this morning and sharing your talents with us. And I want to thank you, Kern County, for tuning in to our segment today on Kern Living, and hope you all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:25, right after our 11 a.m. newscast.